Hi students, this is part 2 of graphs. In part 1, we learned about the introduction of graph. Okay, and see here, G is equal to V comma E means G is a graph is a set of vertices and edges. V means vertices and E means edges, and also it is represented as V of G means set of vertices and E of G is set of edges. When we take one example like this 0 1 2 3, okay, so this graph name is G1 and also some another graph. So this is another example 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So see, it's look like tree, right? So tree is also one of the graph. Tree is one of a graph. In this, I am telling that so these are we called as undirected graphs, which means that there is a no direction from any vertices to any vertices in between us. So these are we called as undirected graph, which means that 0 to 1 is a bidirectional, or either you can call that 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. Understand, this is called undirected graph. Otherwise, okay, I am again explaining one time that so V of G, E of G will represent the set of vertices and edges in a graph. Okay, so undirected graphs we represent like this: U comma V. Okay, U comma V, or either V comma U. Okay, anywhere, which means that there is no direction. That's why you can tell U comma V or V comma U. But whereas in a directed graph, each edge is represented by a directed pair. Like this you can represent, like this arrow marks you can represent. Again I am telling, in a directed graph each edge is represented by a directed pair like this. That is not equal to this one. This is not equal to this one. Okay, that is main difference. Here U is a tile, and V is called head. See one example, we will take one example and explain this. 0 1, okay, 2. Graph G3. See here, completely clearly directions is there. So this is head, 1 is head, 0 is tail. When 0 to 1, and also it is called 1 from 0. 1 from 0 it is called, it is pronounced. Here is, but this direction is, this is tail and this is, in this point of, this is tail and this is head, and it is called 1 to 0, or we call as 0 from 1. This point we clearly that this is a directed graph. So now you have the main differences between directed and undirected. Undirected means there is no arrow mark. Okay, so which means that single direction between two vertices, only one direction between two vertices. We can also call bidirection also, but whereas directed graph you can have separately specify the direction. Alright, actually generally you are not usually represent like this arrow marks. Even though this is directed, you can just simply say like this. But in point of any textbooks, These are clearly mentioned. When it is a directed graph, you can represent with this type of arrow marks. It is say that directed. When it is if you represent like this is undirected. But generally you represent, if even though it is a directed graph, like this you represent. So okay, we will write examples, all vertices and edges clearly, then this topic will be clear. For example, I will again take the example, or see this. Okay, see this. For G1 I am writing the vertices. For G1 graph is 0, 1, 2, 3. See the arrow marks clearly. Okay, I am representing V of G1. V of G1 means what? V means vertices. How many vertices are represented in graph G1? I am again 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, V of G1. So tell me, what are the vertices in this graph G1? What are the vertices? So 0 is a one vertices. 1, 2, 3. Understand? And for this diagram, tell me the edges. E of G1 is equal to edges. So you know that this is undirected graph. Now tell me the edges. 0, 1 is a pair. 0 to 2, again 0 to 3, again 1 to 3, and 2 to 3. 0 to 1, 0 to 0 3, 1 to 1 to yes, 1 to 1 to. Single time we are writing here. So this is undirected. And for V of G2, which means that for graph G2, this one, right? This one. For this graph, I am writing vertices and edges. Okay. So V of G2 means, you tell me that simply what are the vertices here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simple. So for using flower bracket, we represented the vertices. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what are the edges here? Edges. E of G2. Edges. I am simply saying that 0 to 1. Okay, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. I am writing here that I am seeing with example 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. I am telling one point here, students. Here 0 to 1 is equal to 1 to 0. Where in the point of edge. So the edge is between 0 vertices to 1. And there is no direction. You can write 1, 0, or either 0, 1 is equal. Only one time. Or one aspect you can write. Either 0, 1 or 1, 0. Either one. Okay. But whereas G3, write. Which means that for directed graph, write the vertices. V of G3 is equal to, see, 0, 1. So 0, 1. Tail, head. Understand? Oh, sorry, first vertices, right? So vertices, first write vertices 0, 1, 2. Just 0, 1, 2. And now edges of G3. Edges are, now represent that. I am writing like this. 0, 1. Okay. 1, 0 is one direction. And 1, 2. Okay. 3. 0 to 1, 1 to 0, 1 to 2. Okay, these are edges for G3. Understand? Okay, I am giving some graphs, some points, like see this graph and tell that I am telling that like this. What is it is called? Self loop. It is called self edge or self loop. Self edge or self loop. But here 0, 0. You can write 0, 0. Self edge. This kind of such edges are known as self edges or self loops. Understand? And the graph also you can call self graph with self edge. Some graphs like this 0, 1, 2. Okay, so this is called multigraph. This is called multigraph. So multiple paths are in between vertices. So this type of graph is called multigraph. Okay, and now so there is so many graphs. Subgraph, what is path, simple path, length of the path. So that those are all simple side headings you see in PDF. So no problem. I am telling one explanation that what is a subgraph. What is subgraph for graph G1? You know the G1 graph G1. If anybody asking, write subgraphs of this graph, like this subgraph. Simple, you write subgraphs, some part of the graph 0, 1. So like this. These are called subgraphs of G1. Okay, like these are all subgraphs of G1. And also you can write subgraphs of G2 and G3. So what is a path? A path from vertex U to vertex V in a sequence is called a path. Okay, one path. This is a path. And this is also called an edge. A simple path what? So possible path from starting to ending is called a simple path. You can see these all in a big graph. I am explaining. Alright. And okay, you see all the representations of graph, and I am telling that adjacent matrix. How can you write an adjacent matrix? Adjacency matrix. This is important. Adjacency matrix. Adjacency matrix. See how you write by taking one graph and it is converted into a matrix. How can you write? For example, at G is equal to V, E is a graph for n vertices, n greater than or equal to 1. The adjacent matrix of G is 2 dimensions n into n. Okay, 1 n into n. Simply, I will write a matrix for G1. This one. I am writing matrix for this one, ma. See this one graph. Our first example. For this one I am writing matrix form. Okay. With this simple. See 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right. 0, 1, 2, 3. So how many vertices here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means that you can appear n vertices. So matrix size is n into n. Understand? Matrix size is n into n. Which means here how many vertices? 4. N is equal to 4. What are those? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 by 4 matrix you can form. Like here. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Understand? N by N matrix. Now see, is there any path from 0 to 0? No. If no, you can write 0. Are you finding any path from 0 to 1? Yes. If yes, you can use 1. Understand? Enable if it is a path available possible, then write 1. 0 to 2, yes, so 1. 0 to 3, 1. Right? 1 to 0. So this is undirection, which means that 1 to 0 is equal to 0 to 1. So that 1 to 0 is possible? Yes. So write 1. And 1 to 1? 1 to 1? 0. No. Why? Because self loop is no. Here in this graph self loop is not available. 1 to 2? Yes. 1 to 3? Yes. So 2 to 0? Yes. 2 to 1? Yes. So 2 to 2? Self loop? No. 2 to 3? Yes. So 3 to 0? Yes. 3 to 0? Yes. 1. So 1. Okay. 3 to 1? 3 to 1? Yes. 3 to 2? Yes. 3 to 3? 0. That's here like this you can write a matrix from a graph. So how many vertices? Based on that matrix size will appear. So I'm see the one like property. So if A of I j is equal to 1, if edge I comma j, so A of I j is equal to 0 when no such edge in G, which means that if A of I j is equal to 1, when if there is any possibility edge in between the vertices. If A of I j is equal to 0, when if there is no such edge in between two vertices. Simple. Understand? So how can you find the sum of a matrix? I will tell tomorrow. So from here you just know about how to write a matrix from a graph. So take n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So n by 1 matrix will form. Based on that, so 0, 1, 2, 3 possibility paths. 1 to 0 is possible. Then write 1. 0 to 1 possible. Then write 1. 0 to 0 is possible. No, then write 0. Like this. Okay. Thank you.